Waller at all, personally, to be honest with you. He sounds fine to me. He sounds just great. I know Judy Shelton, and I think she's spectacular, and I don't see why there should be any controversy whatsoever on getting these two agreed to by the Senate. I just don't see any reason why, and they will be really good for monetary policy.
Arthur, I imagine you would have said the same thing about Stephen Moore, though, ahead of his travails and getting confirmed, yeah. and there was some similarities. The mention of gold standard as well comes up in various comments from Judy Shelton. Do you think that could be something that could cause issues?
You know, Steve Moore is one of my best friends ever. I co-authored that book with him, and I really don't want to go back over the issue with Steve. I don't think there's going to be any controversy whatsoever with Judy Shelton. I think she's a clear, solid academic economist. The gold standard worked very, very well for centuries. Anyone wanting to do a price rule, gold would play some part in that, and the price rule is the way to go. And I think Judy Shelton would be terrific, and I don't think she's going to have any problem with the Republicans in the Senate, nor with the Democrats. They should like her, too.
Can I ask you a question about that? You don't think she'll have any problem for technical reasons because the Senate is going to wave her through. But she actually stops just short of calling for the end of the Fed. An actual quote, which has not been a recent quote, but I think it speaks volumes about her attitude toward the whole process, is that 12 people meeting 8 times a year deciding what the price of money should be is ridiculous. I'm paraphrasing to some extent. Has she suddenly changed her mind, or do you just say whatever you have to say to get in the door and then proceed to follow through with that agenda?
Well, let me just say that I would not use the word perfectly ridiculous, but I think an independent Fed makes no sense whatsoever. You elect the president, you elect the Congress. They should be able to have the tools available to them to do the right job for the economy. We shouldn't have independent people from Princeton University running our monetary policy with no recourse to the electorate. It doesn't make any sense to me. And when you look at the process of what monetary policies were the best in this world, I think her analysis is dead on. So, academically, I think there are a lot of economists who agree with her. There are a lot of economists who disagree with her. There are a lot of economists who think the Fed should not be beholden to the president or Congress. But I'm not one of those. But I think she's just fine. She's pleasant. She's affable. She'll get along well. And she's a different voice. But she'll not run the country. She'll just be one of 12. And that'll be it. And she'll do a darn good job.
When you look at corporate boards across the United States, the research shows that having a diverse point of view, that having diversity of thought really matters in success rates. Here's my question.
Yes.
When you say you don't think there should be an independent Fed, can you explain why you think it would be better to have partisan politicians making crucial monetary policy?
Well, I guess what I really believe in, and forgive me, but I really do believe in democracy, and the people should have a right to elect representatives who then have control over policies. Now, as long as you're going to have a democracy, you need to have something like that. And an independent Fed is beholden to no one. These professors, and I'm one of them. I've been a professor all my life, PhD, Stanford, all of them. We aren't beholden to any electorate there, and we just do what we darn please. And that's not the way the Fed should be run, frankly, my view. And I love the Fed, and I love the people on it. So don't get me wrong. They're high-quality people. It should just be the part of the democracy that should be controlled by the elected officials, not by appointed officials.